So we're going to get started. So,
Yes.
all right. Sorry for that. We took 7 minutes to get this together. We apologize, but we are now getting ready to get started. So, all right, start. 3, 2, 1. I'm William.
Hi, I'm Carinia.
And this is our second week of our course, Marriage
Is Back.
And my wife, she's going to introduce our first nugget from our book.
Yes, so our book entitled Marriage Nuggets, we're on lesson 3, day 3. And so I want to tell you the nugget for today is, remember, you are always creating a new memory. Always creating a new memory.
And just like this, not having no sound, we created a memory. But I have a question. I always like to start these with a question. And I want couples to think back in your relationship, think back, when is the last time you remember doing something together? It's just when is the last time you did something together? And what I want to talk about is, because we talk about remember, we're always creating memories. And I want us to get at the mindset of not just waiting for holidays, special events. I know it gets real easy for married couples to say, oh, it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Let me get you something. Oh, it's our anniversary. Better not forget, let me get you something. But sometimes we got to remember in marriage and relationships, we got to remember Tuesday. I call this Tuesday love. And Tuesday love is just simply out of the blue, like on a random Tuesday, you do something special. You do something out of the ordinary just to show your partner you care, just to create a memory, because we spending time together. We're spending a relationship together. And it's important what we do. It's important what we remember. It's important how we treat each other. And we got to remember not just the holidays, not just the special events, but Tuesday. Tuesday love.
Hashtag Tuesday.
There you go. Hashtag Tuesday. So, we have a lesson. And the lesson goes about creating memories. One of the things that with our lesson and with creating memories is in relationships, we all have needs. My wife has needs. I have needs. When you're in a relationship, you have needs. People have needs. And it's a fact that so many times people, you've heard the stories, you see it on the news, you see it recently on the news. I won't mention the person's name, but
entanglement.
You see it where people go outside their relationship to get their needs met. And how does that relate to memories? Well, it relates like this. It's really good when you have a marriage and you have a relationship when you can remember all the times your partner has met your needs. Those are the memories we're talking about. Those are what I like to call Tuesday kind of memories. Just because it's another day, I just want to meet your needs. Just because it's just a great day to wake up, I want to think about you. Just because. And those memories are precious. Not saying the big events like holidays and anniversaries and Mother's Day and Christmas are important, because if you forget those,
you're going to be in the doghouse.
Like 1 year, I forgot Christmas per se. And I told my wife I was going to get the after Christmas sale and save some money. How did that work, honey?
Horrible. Cheap. No good advice.
So I learned, you better pay attention to the holidays. But then also, it's other days that we really got to talk about. And we really got to make sure we pay attention to. It's those days that you just wake up on a day basis, day in, day out, that we remember our partners. We remember their needs. So my question is,
What's the question?
how do we know what you need? Because some people may not know. Or it could be the fact that we don't communicate it.
True.
Because a lot of times men don't say, oh, well, I really want this. And a lot of times men don't know what women want. I mean, it took me a long time to figure you out. And I don't know if I still got it right. I try. So we have some journals.
Yes.
And how can you help us? Because remember, we're trying to create memories.
Okay.
How can you help people? How can you help married couples create good memories? And memories that are important, memories that are related to what you actually need. Because sometimes people think, oh, you may think that cooking me oatmeal every morning is meeting my needs, and I might not like oatmeal. You may think that, buying me, socks may be the thing I really enjoy, and I may not like socks like that. So, and then I don't have a memory of you actually giving me what I want, and vice versa.
You may think that I don't like diamonds and meeting that need when I like them. And so it's okay. I may not have communicated that to you.
Right.
So
how do we communicate needs?
So take out your journal, get you something to write with, and you need a pen. And we want you and your spouse and your partner want you to make a list. Write out 3 things that you need.
So it's what I need.
It's what you need, and then I'm gonna write out 3 things that I need. So everybody watching, I want you to write down your top 3 needs. Don't shortchange yourself, because this is so important. Like he said, he don't really like oatmeal, so why have I been cooking oatmeal? I need to know what you need. So write down your top 3 needs. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to write down your top 3 needs. And we're going to share those in just a second.
All right.
You can start it out by saying, I need, and then write it down. 1, 2, 3.
Can I even title it my 3 needs?
Sure. I need blank.
Okay. I got mine. You still writing?
Okay, wait a minute.
How much need you got?
I'm doing my top 3.
It looks like you're doing 30. I might be in trouble. Now, if you're on YouTube Live, and we appreciate this, and if you can't hear, or you're having some issues, we're gonna post this again. We record this twice, and we're going to post it again on the website, and you should hear it absolutely clear. So let us know, type a comment in, and we'll try to get it resolved the best we can. All right.
Okay. So I'm going to go first. I'm going to just give you one, and then you tell me your top 1 need.
So you're going to communicate to me
yes.
your need.
I'm going to communicate.
And I'm going to see if I can create a memory on a random day, like Tuesday, and make sure I meet your needs. This is what this is about. We're communicating. We're going to create new memories about meeting needs.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead.
So my first need is I need a foot massage, because my feet be hurting. And so I need for you, because I had to cancel my membership due to COVID.
Not my fault.
And so I'm just saying, my number 1 need is if you could just squeeze it in maybe twice a week, I need a foot massage.
All right. So now, here is the partner's
Check.
response. When is the last time you remember if you did meet your partner's need? My wife communicated to me that she needs a foot massage, and I have to go back and think, when's the last time I gave her a foot massage? It was definitely this month. It wasn't too long ago.
It wasn't too long ago.
So,
but long enough for me to need another one.
Okay, long enough to need another one. So that's a detailed need. I feel bad. I only got one-liners and you got whole sentences. All right, so my number 1 need, and I guess it's simple, just affection. I just need you to be affectionate. And I guess you could say what to that?
You need a hug?
I do need a hug. See, now I remember it.
Okay, he got a hug this morning. So, how many, your needs are, I need a hug. How often do you need that affection?
Just whenever you think about it, like
Okay.
Tuesday or just a random day, you just be like, hey, you know what? My partner communicated to me
He
that they
wants
need some affection. So I'm going to make it a random thing on a random day to give him that memory.
Okay.
All right, so tell me, what's the second sentence or paragraph you got for needs?
Now, why might have to be a paragraph?
Okay.
Okay, I need
Wow.
more
More.
me time.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because we parent, we have 3 kids. I feel sometimes I do a lot of things to take care of the family, and I neglect myself.
Okay.
And so for me, I have to intentionally put me in the schedule.
Okay.
So it would help me be even a better wife, a better parent, better worker if I set aside more time where it's just me.
What now? Explain to me, because I'm like every guy out there. What does that really look like? Me time could be like, hey, I'm taking the kids, go, we going out and just leave you at the house. What does me time look like?
Me time looks like uninterrupted. So if I decide to shut myself up in the room, that means do not knock on my door. If I want to go soak in the tub and take a middle of the day bubble bath, that means don't bother me. If I want to just get in the car and go somewhere, just for a few, 30 minutes or an hour, that means the kids don't need to be calling me, Mama, da-da-da-da. It just means you have to take more effort to say, let me make sure my wife is good, let me take care of the kids and give her that me time. So it's like uninterrupted time for myself, whether I'm praying, whether I'm working out, whether I'm just doing something personal, it just helps me relax.
So you would appreciate and you would remember all the times I gave you me time. All right. Good. 'Cause
Yes.
I didn't know. I thought me time would just be like, hey, kids, we finna go get something to eat. We're gonna be mom at the house. So that helps me understand. And sometimes, guys, we have to ask for clarity. Sometimes we not gonna know specifically, what they want, and it's okay to ask. What does that mean? What does that look like? Because we may be thinking one thing, they may be thinking something else, and that is communication. And so many times people don't know how to communicate what they really need, and they live year after year, week after week, not happy because you just never open your mouth and said, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, so my number 2, one word, sentence. I feel bad. I feel like I should write something else down. Support. That's a need. And I always, you're very supportive. But, especially during these times, and I know so many people during this time of corona and epidemics and unemployment and finances, that sometimes it's hard as men, we need that support just from our partners to let us know, hey, everything's going to be okay. I'm with you. I'm believing for you. I know you everything's going to be good, because when I look at the statistics, if there's 60 million people out of work, a good percentage of that is men. And no man likes to be without the job or income that they want. And I know it's a lot of men out there that is feeling that pinch right now, like, what am I going to do? My industry closed down. How am I going to make it? What am I going to do? And instead of just the woman to be like, I need this. You ain't bought me this. The business is going. Sometimes men need that. It's going to be okay. I support it. I know everything is going to be okay. Because it is tough. And it's tough for men as well, whom are working to provide for their families. If they're unshaky right now, it doesn't always set men in the best mood. But sometimes women got to understand, what is it that my man is actually experiencing? Where is he at right now? And let me understand that situations may be bothering him and affecting him, and I need to be understanding and supportive of those times. So I gave you a whole explanation.
You did. You gave me a one word with a paragraph explanation.
So we have to balance it.
I think that's really good to. I think that's really good to address, and just ladies being more supportive and understanding, because I just speak of my husband. He doesn't really talk. He seemed like he talk a lot on camera, but in reality, he doesn't really talk a lot. And so it's important that when your partner is speaking, that you're listening. And so to hear you say the support, because in my own mind, I'm thinking, ooh, I'm so supportive. Ooh. And so if that's a need, then that reprograms my mind to say, okay, how can I be more supportive? How can I be more sensitive to what's going on in our home, in our life, and just be better to you for that? So I appreciate you sharing that, because that's very personal. Mm-hmm. And I will definitely adjust to that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you're number 3. I'm only working on 3. You gave me a lot.
Okay. I'm just giving you. Okay, so this one.
All right.
This is something that's a work in progress, because again, we have 3 kids, and so what I need, I need for us to date more.
Okay.
I need for us. I need to feel like the wife. I'm always in mommy mode, and I want to get in the car, pull the rag top back, let the hair blow in the wind and stuff, and feel like we're on a date.
Okay.
More often than once a month.
Oh, wow.
Oh, did I say that?
So.
Oh, my bad. More often than once a month. I wanna dress up. You can buy me a new outfit if you want to. I want to dress up, put on some heels, and look cute. And you be like, oh, honey, you look so good. Oh, wow. And once you get excited, and then we drop the kids off at the grandparents' house, and we just take the night away.
Sounds like I need to have my kids watch this course. Everything has been revolved around our children. And now you're going to make me feel bad, because I have to communicate the third one to you. And when you hear my third one, then you're going to see how this has gotten, my memories have gotten shifted.
Okay.
I put my third need as a mama. I need somebody to help me with these kids.
Are you serious?
Because it's a lot. When you have 3 kids, it is a lot. And I be feeling what you be feeling when it comes to being a parent. And I just be like, Lord, please help my wife help me with these kids, because I know she's good, and sometimes I can let her deal with them more,
but
so I can focus on the others.
You really? You need a mama?
I need a mama for my kids.
I'm your baby mama.
Yes, I need that.
Okay. Call his mom. I need to talk to her.
All right. So as you see, in marriages, you do have children.
Yes.
It's a whole nother conversation, but what we're saying is very relevant to so many people. You have kids. You have responsibilities. You sometimes you have the grandkids you raise, and sometimes you have other kids, and it takes a toll, because you're like, I'm doing this for this person. You know, they got school, they got practice, they got this need, they got that need, and where do the marriages stand? This is the most real thing. Didn't really realize that we were not creating enough memories for ourselves. We're doing great with our children.
Yes.
Well, our children are fantastic.
Spoiled.
Spoiled, yes. We love them dearly. But we can't neglect us. And that's what my wife is communicating to us, is that she has a need. We have a need. We have to separate sometimes our other things and focus on each other. And so we got to remember, you know, are we going to create good memories for our life? Or are we just going to create memories that's not so good?
Well, I hope we make good memories, because in the book he talks about a horror story. And so I don't want to have a horror story memory, you know, moving forward.
Right. So if you read the book, the life lesson does talk about the horror story that some people create in their marriages. If somebody was to watch your life or your marriage, would they be scared what they see? and it's real. Sometimes some relationships are pretty scary. And we hear the stories, and some people live those stories, and it's definitely something. So you have you got a challenge for that nugget.
Yes. So in the book, challenge for day 3 says to look at some family photos. Remember some major events you shared together during your marriage and talk about them. So, honey.
Yes.
So for this challenge, I have pulled some photos, some of our old photos.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you the photo.
Okay.
I've already reflected on it.
Okay.
But I'm going to show you the photo. And I want you to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind
All right.
when you see the photo.
All right, then we look off. All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna look off. I'm gonna look at the camera. See what you pull out first.
Okay, the first thing that comes to your mind on this photo.
All right.
I got a good one.
All right.
Okay, he gonna look that way. Camera, I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, honey, look at this.
Oh my gosh. First thing that comes to my mind is I'm young on that picture.
Yes.
But nah, this next thing was how much you went through to have our firstborn child. And that's my wife in the hospital with the birth of our firstborn. And I remember being there. It was a good time. It's what helped me become a father, a daddy. So I do remember that. And I remember you was out of it too because you had all that medicine.
Yes.
But yes, I remember that. Wow. Wow. Okay.
When I see this photo, our oldest son, William III, we call him Bubba. He looks just like his daddy right here. And I'm seeing this photo and I remember I was so happy to give birth to our first child, Catherine. And this was just amazing because life is amazing. And my husband was there 100% of the time. And so this was really great. Okay, good. Good memories on that.
Good
All right,
memories.
I got another photo.
All right, I'm not going to look. Oh my gosh, I don't know what this is. Can I look down?
You may look.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that because that's when we got married, and I remember that my actually the funny memory is that my one of my friends was doing the recording for our wedding, and he was making comments of everybody as they walked by. And I could hear him on the comments. I'm like, oh my God, you know. But it's cool because I remember that because you was absolutely beautiful. And yes, I do remember that day when we got married. And it was December and it was warm, it was 75 degrees.
Yes, December. And ladies, I had on the strapless dress, halter. The thing that I remember on this photo was that my husband and I, we decorated this arch. We decorated the arch and put the lights in, and we built the little flower arrangement at the top. We thought we were some serious DIY decorators and really excited about this. And this was a very special day for us, December 21st, because when we got married with this scripture, faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And so, and he looked so young and handsome there. So yes, that is a memory. I got one more photo for you.
All right.
Okay, so they're saying that they need to see it close. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all first. He knows what this album is, so I want y'all to see that. Give you just a second there. I don't know if we can zoom in on that, but I'm gonna get up and come to you. Here you go. You see that right there? All right, now I'm going to show him. Honey.
Yes.
What do you know about this?
Well, I know that it was our trip to Las Vegas, Nevada. And what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So I'm not going to share with y'all about our trip to Vegas. But just take whatever you want to know about Vegas and put Vegas there.
Yes.
It looks like she's very happy.
I was so happy.
We had a good time in Las Vegas, Nevada.
So this is what I'm saying. We need to date. This was actually for my birthday in 2017. We took this picture on June 12th. My birthday is June 13th. And it was 2017, and I was not in mommy mode. And it was a fabulous time, and so I just wanted you to...
And where are our kids?
They were with their grandparents.
Wow.
Now they're Hobo. Yes.
All right.
Drop them off.
So we did this first day, day 3, and it's all about remember you're creating memories. So going forward, if you communicate some things that you have or some needs you have, try to create a new memory. You know, like we looked down memory lane, we looked at some old photos and saw some good times. And sometimes you need to look back, and then sometimes we need to, as my wife said, I'm gonna create it. She's gonna get a new frame, and she wants a new memory. And so I'm gonna have to work hard to make sure I get her a new memory. So that was day 3 from my book, Marriage Nuggets. What's day 4?
I forgot to tell you, I wanted to do you have your cell phone?
I can get a cell phone.
Can
real
you
quick.
get a cell phone?
All right.
Just grab his cell phone there. Because everybody out there, I want you to do this with me. I want you to get with your partner or your spouse, and I want y'all to take a selfie together. Yes, I am asking you, get up off your couch, wherever you are, grab your man, grab your girl, grab your woman, and take a selfie. Yes, starting today. Okay, I got some people in my house that didn't get up and take a selfie like I asked them to get up and take a selfie.
I'm going to put it on the camera so y'all can see our selfie.
Get up and take your selfie. Creating new memories. Get right there.
Everybody getting the selfie?
There it is. There it is. There they go. Turn the camera around. Show him how. That's my mom and my daddy, guys. They're trying to take a selfie.
And
maybe this is the first time. New memories.
New memories.
There it is.
All right.
Okay, got it?
All right.
They're taking 2. This is awesome. Yes. So we're starting there. You got your first photo. Now you can go back and reflect on this day next week and see how fun it was for you. Okay, honey, we can move on to lesson 4.
Lesson 4. Now, like I said, if you have the Marriage Nuggets on your phone, like I have right here on my phone, I can switch to day 4.
Or if you have the book, you can just open the book.
And day 4 says what?
Day 4 says, okay, this is really good. You are not each other's enemy. I'm going to say that again. You are not each other's enemy.
That is probably a nugget we don't want people to just drive by like, 100 miles an hour, because so many times in relationships and marriages, people feel like, I got to prove my point. And because you can be honest, you could come from, being totally independent, and
True.
then you get married. Now you're like, I did this way. And you can be like, I did it this way. And we're fighting because we do things 2 totally different ways. Now, for example, I'm going to ask you this question.
Oh, gosh.
And then I'm going to respond back, because this is totally, you probably don't know what I'm going to ask you.
I don't.
So how do you say I go about when I have, like we have to do something or we're planning to do something, how do I go about my plans? How do I normally handle it? If I have to, let's say we have to plan this event, how do I normally do it?
He normally does it by himself first, and then he'll bring me in, but it's never at the very beginning, let's plan it together. He try to work everything out, and then he'll say, oh yeah, come here, let me show you what I'm doing. And so I would say you real independent.
And I create on this moment. Sometimes
Yes.
I don't plan things out. Now, on the other hand, my wife, she's a planner.
Yes.
She's an educator.
Yes.
She's certified educator, degree. You just the bomb.
Oh, thank you.
So naturally, she wants it planned
That's
out
right.
early in advance. And if it's not to her approval, she's going to let me know. So I can take that as offensive and not want to work with you.
Yeah.
And it's like we're enemies at that point. Because I'm used to doing things my way. She wants it done her way. And now we are not working
Yes.
together. We are almost like enemies.
Getting on each other's nerves.
Getting on each other's nerves because we are two independent, strong, educated people. And now we're thrown together in a relationship. And who's right?
Me. I mean, both of us. I mean, we.
Now we lying. She had it right the first time. So we're in a relationship, and that's where so many people are. They come in, they've both been accustomed to doing things a certain way, and you in relationships, you are faced with a number of things that will come up that you might not want to work together on.
Yeah.
So guess what? Say what?
What?
I have a top 10 list.
Oh, gosh.
And we're going to play a game.
Okay.
And you're going to need to get out your what?
Journal. Get your handy dandy journal.
And a pen.
Yes.
And you're going to play this game with us. It's called the Hornbuckle's Top 10 Ways to Work Together. Because remember, we are not each other's
Enemies.
We are not each other's
Enemies.
One more time. We are not each other's enemies.
Enemies.
Very good. That's a good looking face too.
Thank you.
All right. But it's a one word thing, and you're gonna write.
Wait a minute. We forgot something.
What?
Number your paper 1 to 10.
Educated. Here we go.
Write numbers 1 through 10 on your paper. That's the first thing you should do.
All right. Write numbers 1 through 10. All right. Then I am going to write. No, I'm not going to write. I'm going to tell you the first word, the top 10, and then you can say yes or no. Do you work together? Now you don't have to show this to your partner. This is just for you to know.
Okay, I'm going to go over directions one more time because I feel like somebody don't understand what we're doing.
All right.
So this is what we're doing. You're going to number your paper 1 to 10. He is going to say one word to you. And you're going to ask yourself, you're going to be thinking, do I do that? And then on your paper, you're going to write yes or you're going to write no. So the only thing you're going to have on your paper is a yes or no, based on what he says from his little note card right here. Okay? Everybody got that? 1 to 10, yes or no.
All right.
Action.
Top 10. Here we go. Number 1. Do you work together? Remember, we're not enemies. We come from different backgrounds, different in your faith and religion. Are you praying together? Are you reading the Bible together? Are you believing for your partner? Yes or no? All right? Got enough time on that one?
Yes.
All right. Here's the next one. Because remember, we're independent people, but we got to learn to work together. Finances. Do you work together in the family finances? Are you working to pay the bills together? Do you have a plan together? Do you have joint accounts? Do you have separate accounts? How are you conducting your finances? If one person do it, the other person doesn't, because it happens where you got strong people in finance, or you may have a strong and a passive person, and many married people argue over finances, and they don't work together. So, that's number 2. Number 3. Family. As we talked about this before, how many times have my wife mentioned, who gonna help me with these kids? Do we work together to raise our children? Or do I be like, you got this, baby, you could. You know how to deal with kids. You the bomb. Or is it say, I need some me time, so I'm gonna work and you're gonna help me with these kids? Giving and helping other people. Do we work together in giving? Do you work together in helping? It'd be surprised. Some people like giving. Some people don't like giving. Some people like giving to the church. Like even during this time, this epidemic, the church still has bills. People still on payroll. You have to give to the church. You have to give because this is what enables the word to keep going forward. People still have needs, so we work together.
And not only to the church, you can give to those organizations like St. Jude, to the homeless shelters. There are so many organizations out there where this whole COVID hit, and people who would normally donate have stopped donating. So please go ahead and and dig in your pocketbooks and give to those organizations that you are accustomed to giving to. Just want to throw that plug in.
Absolutely. You gotta give. Wherever you see a need, we work together on that one.
Yes.
All right, if I can get this next one out, this one's stuck, maybe because it's good for you more. Education. Are you learning? Are you growing together? Because I truly believe we should never stop learning. And my wife, she would tell you, never stop learning. Never stop educating yourself. Never stop being better. Do you work to learn more things together as a couple? Are you learning? Okay, here's the next one. Housework.
Oh.
It's not just the woman's job to help clean the house.
Amen.
I don't believe that we in the day and age where all the housework falls on the woman. I believe that men should help out too. Whether it's the yard, whether it's inside, wherever they need help, do we work together in keeping all the housework together?
Yes.
Because that's important. Here's your favorite.
Me right answer.
Vacation and relaxation and rest. Do we work together in relaxing? Sometimes we just need a break.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we just need to say, what are we going to do to relax and enjoy ourselves? Because you know what? Believe it or not, you need to enjoy yourself. You need to relax.
Amen.
So,
yes.
here's one that men don't like. Communication.
Wow.
You got to talk to the woman. You got to actually listen to what she's saying. And this is something that is really hard for guys because we're not always prone. Why are you picking that card back up? We just communicated real quickly. I'm trying to get past this part.
I just wanted to just let you all know how big of an issue communication
Are you going to
is.
see? Can I
Yes,
get a C?
I'm just putting it out there. Bring it on home. Bring it on home. Okay.
Communication. Do we communicate together? And you'd be surprised, like women may think, oh, I communicate. Guys may think, no, you just talking. So communication is something that you have to work together. You're not an enemy.
We're not each other's enemies.
Stay healthy. This is a biggie. You have to work together to make sure each person is taking care of their bodies. My wife is the first to tell me, you never tell me when you're hurt. You never tell me when you're sick. You know, I don't find out till 3 days later that you didn't feel well. I could have got you something. You know, in relationships, you got to communicate to your partner when you don't feel well.
Yes.
When you're not your best. Because sometimes men will hide it. Men, if you know something's going on with you, you got pain, you're hurting, you know, if you're not in your best health, you know if you communicate that to your partner, she's going to be like, go to the doctor. But you don't. So you keep it to yourself until you just can't take it no more.
All out. Till it's just overdone.
But,
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But staying healthy, make sure you're eating healthy. Make sure you're exercising, walking, you know, not stressing out too much about things. Working together to stay healthy. And last but not least, intimacy. You got to make sure that you're working together even in intimate situations. Because nobody wants to feel like it's a burden and no one wants to feel like they're not wanted and desired. And you should work together to make your partner feel like you desire them and you want them and that they are really, really what you just melts your ice cream, you know. You just really want them to feel like you the man or you the woman, you know. That's working together, not being like, you really want me bothered right now? I just dealt with these kids. I'm not in the mood. But you got to make your partner feel like you want them. So, can you help us grade this? Since those are my top 10, what do we do now? Is it yes or no? So what?
I just want to add to the intimacy part before we go to that section. So the foot massage, you know, that's part of being intimate because it relaxes you, and that kind of falls into some of those other ones too. And so it's just that physical touch, that touch therapy that you can just do that make you feel intimate. I just wanted to put that on my list. Okay.
All right.
So here's what I need you to do. You have your grade list 1 through 10, and you've rated either yes or no on your list. So right now, I want everybody to give yourself a 100. So put a 100 at the top of your paper because you all participated, and I'm so proud of you. Now, we're not going to stop there, okay? So for every no that you have on your paper, I want you to deduct 10 points from your 100. So however many no's you have, I have 2.
Oh.
Well, I'm honest. I have 2 no's on my paper.
Okay.
So I'm going to deduct 20 points because every no represents 10 points. So minus 10 minus 10. So my final score is 80%.
I'll pass. I got a B. All right. I take a B all day. I'm on the honor roll. I take the B. That's good for me. All right.
All right. So I was definitely going through this with you. And so 80% out of 100. So you do your calculations. If you have 5 no's, then you have 50%. If you have all no's, then you got a 0. Okay? If you have 7 no's, okay? What's the math for that?
But hold on.
Okay.
We gotta explain this in a different way.
Yes.
We can't let people feel like they failed. How can we show people how good
Yes.
working together is? How can we illustrate if you got 10%, 20%,
Okay.
30%? How can we make this work?
Okay, I'm gonna show you.
Oh.
Okay, so I have my
okay.
glass
I
here.
see you. It's on
Okay.
this.
Now,
All
since
right.
I have 80%
Uh-oh.
on my husband, this is Martinelli's. It's sparkling cider. Just want to let everybody else out there know that. So this glass, I got 80%. So what I'm going to give myself, I'm going to give myself about 80% of the drink. Let's say you out there, you only got 4 yeses.
How about a 3? Because a lot
A
of
3?
times men get 3.
Okay.
So
a 3.
can I get
So that means if you only have 3 yeses on your paper, you have a what?
30%?
A 30%. Okay, I need to give you a little bit more because that's
30.
not quite 80.
Okay.
So he got a 30%.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. 30. Okay. And let that bubble. I'm giving myself a little bit more because I'm thirsty. And so, yeah. So, I got a good 80%. He got 30%. Okay? The good news is, we both got something to drink.
And it's good. This is one of my favorite drinks.
Yes. So, even if you're sitting, don't drink it yet. We're going to
I'm
toast.
sorry.
Even if we sitting there rating our partner because, they not really at that point or that level where you want them to be. I'm an 80, he's a 20. That
30.
30.
30.
I'm 80, he's a 30.
Yes. You
10
ain't give me my 10. I want my 10
okay,
points.
10 points. But the good news is we have something.
I got something.
If your glass is empty,
Get a little sip.
we need to talk to you. We need to do some work. You need to download, DM, send us a chat, a message. We need to talk to you personally. You should have at least 10%.
You get 10% for trying. I'm gonna give you 10% for just trying and watching the video. Pour you a little sip with 10%.
Pour you a sip. You got 10.
You get a sip.
If you at 10%, we still need to talk to
We're
you.
gonna pour out a little for you, like you got homie. We're gonna pour out a little. Okay. No.
So we're gonna toast because marriage is work.
Yes.
And we have to work together, and it doesn't matter if it's half empty or half full or even full. The good news is we both got something to sip.
And when you work together,
Yes.
it's good. And that's what we want you to understand. You're not each other's enemy. You only got 80.
I know. I
You
had
get
to
a
read
bonus.
it. Okay.
Is that a bonus round that we had?
Yep.
All right. Now, when you work together, it is good. Though that is a good thing in your relationship. And if you only got 10 or 20%, which means you're only working together 10 or 20% of the time. But think about how good it is when you do work together. How powerful and how great, you really make that sound good, how good it is to work together. Because you are not
Each other's enemies. Now, I tell you what I do for you, honey.
What's that?
We can exchange glasses, and I will share my drink with you, because I know that as we continue to grow and communicate and work together, that what I have is yours.
That's right.
And I already tipped it off a little bit so you can have some of mine, so you can have 30%.
We'll share. All right. So, Miss Hornbuckle, we have talked about working together.
Okay.
And we're not each other's enemy. So we both now have a glass that's pretty full because we work together. So what is the challenge? How can we have work together in our challenge from my book?
Okay, so the challenge is,
and let me get the book out on my phone since I've downloaded it.
He likes to use the ebook and I like to use the paperback. Okay, that's your choice, but I'm just saying, I'm old school. There it is.
Okay.
So day 4, the challenge is to get a jigsaw puzzle and work on putting it together. Now, I know that most men do not like to do jigsaw puzzles, but I love putting puzzles together. Absolutely love it. So, honey.
Yes.
I have one of my puzzles.
Okay.
It's a 300-piece puzzle. Now, we're not going to be able to finish this on live.
We're not going to do that to you.
We're not going to. However, I need you in front of all these people to make a commitment to do this challenge, because it says we got to work together, that you and I are going to put this puzzle together this week.
Okay. Well, yes, we will do that.
Did y'all hear that?
Yes, we will do that.
300-piece puzzle.
Why would I do 300 pieces?
Because it's beautiful.
All right. So we're gonna show you the end result. We'll post a picture. But here's the thing. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna have to work together.
All right.
So the whole lesson is about not being each other's enemy. And we both come to the table with different gifts and abilities. So if I'm the man and I have the vision, this puzzle is supposed to look like the Garden of Eden. Your relationship should look like the Garden of Eden once it's all beautiful and everything is good. But sometimes it's not like that. But if I have a picture of what our relationship be like, and if we're not working together and I'm not working with you, and I hide that picture, how are you going to put the puzzle together? If you don't know what it looks like, how long and how difficult would that be?
That would probably take me a long time, but since I'm really smart, I would probably figure it out. And since I already cheated some, I already have some of these already put together in the box. And I was helping you out because I know you hate puzzles. Mm-hmm. So when we actually do it together, I have some pieces, but I'm going to need you to give me the other part of the box so that I can see how it all goes together.
That's right. So now how difficult would it be if now I don't have the pieces to the puzzle? Yeah, I have vision and you have no pieces because you're not working with me. How can we still do this puzzle?
We can't do it.
So it takes in relationships. It's just like on a jigsaw puzzle. You may be the worker. Like my wife is saying, she has already worked and put some of the pieces together because she knows I don't really do jigsaw puzzles like that. I may have the vision and know what it looks like, but if we work together and I give you the picture and you give me the help and you put it together and we put this puzzle together, how much more can we do this? How quickly can we do this?
Quickly.
How beneficial and will it be for us to work together and make this a great experience? So that's what that challenge is all about, for working together. And those are the day 3 and day 4 marriage nuggets. We did this live stream and we appreciate everybody who has watched and participated. And we thank you for even helping us through our little technical difficulties at the beginning and all the comments that you have written. And guys, guess what?
What?
Mark this on your calendar.
Okay.
August
15th.
15th. 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
on the website.
Hornbuckles.org.
We're going to do it again.
Oh, yes.
And pray that we don't have any technical
Yes.
difficulties. But, yes, come back for our next live stream. It's going to be August 15th at 7 p.m. And we hope to hear from you. We hope that it's really helped you. And we just want to encourage you to have enriched relationships.
Can I do a quick review?
Absolutely.
Because every good lesson has to have a quick review. So from lesson 3, your challenge was to create new memories. You started out with your selfie, so make sure sometime this week, I like hashtag Tuesday Love. Just a random day of the week. Go do something special for your spouse. That was lesson number 3. And then lesson number 4 is you are not your partner's enemy. You are not enemies. Do something together. Work it out. Have vision for each other. And if you answered no on all of those questions, you have homework. Next time you take that quiz, you need to get some yeses on there and work together. It has been so amazing to sit here with you, honey, and to do this again. I get excited. Even though we wrote the book, I get excited just going through it. It's just fun to me because we're spending quality time.
That's right.
And you get to see it.
And we work together to write it.
Indeed.
Yes. All right. So we hope to see you soon. Come back. See us next month for our next live stream, August 15th at 7 p.m.
Marriage is back.